Board Talk episode number 10, baby. Let's go. I hope y'all getting to these blessings out there. You feel me? We tell them when I started with this vision, people thought I was a scrub. Hey. Now they show me love, you would think I was the plug. Hey. Now I got the keys and I'ma show you what it is. I ain't on this grind, you know I handle my business. You know I'm getting to these blessings, 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 blessings. I tell them haters say, but we okay. Stacking chips, Frito-Lay. I tell them check the circle, zero lanes, and squad of fighters. We be the game, yeah. What's going on, everybody? My name is Kyren Monteiro. Welcome back to another episode of the Board Talk podcast presented by Frequency Canvas. I am your host, once again, Kyren Monteiro. This is episode number 10. Hand clap to that. I'm doing something we ain't never did on this podcast, and we dropping 2 episodes in the same day. Let me say it again. We're dropping 2 episodes in the same day. And episode 10, this episode is entitled The Benefits of a Production Team for Recording Artists. Let me say that again because I don't want to be in front of y'all too long. I don't want to be in front of your face or in your eardrums too long. So this is called The Benefits of a Production Team for Recording Artists. Now, before I go into this, I will say what I am talking about is going to be for somebody that has the budget for it, because it is more expensive to have a production team cater to you as a recording artist for your vision. It can be, more expensive in some situations. But if you have the budget and if you can afford it, it is a great thing. And I encourage every independent artist to have a production team for yourself. And when I say a production team, I'm talking about, it can range from many things, from songwriters, of course, the music producers and the beat makers, your team of audio engineers, like your recording engineer, mixing engineer, master engineer, but especially the recording engineer, because they're going to be present in the studio with you while you're recording. You may bring in a vocal producer and a vocal coach. So when I say production team, I'm talking about things that encompass those kind of roles. I have 5 points, and then I'm gonna get out of your face and get out of your eardrums. Before I go in, make sure that you check out the Board Talk podcast on all platforms where podcasts are streamed and downloaded, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, etc. If you want to see the video versions in high definition, head over to the Frequency Canvas YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, look up the Board Talk podcast. It will come up. Hand clap for that. A hand clap and a round of applause for our listeners and all of our supporters that tune in and listen to every episode. We appreciate it. Make sure y'all share, make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. Bonus point before I get into the 5 points. First off, for recording artists, the benefits of having a production team for recording artists, for yourself. Bonus point, it is going to cater a sound to you as a recording artist and your vision. That's just a bonus point. That's what having a production team will do for you. It is going to help cater a sound, a unique sound, to you as a recording artist and your vision. All right, so let's dive into these 5 points real quickly, and then I'm out of your face and out of your eardrums. First off, number 1, it frees you up as a recording artist to be more focused on the performance of your records. Basically, what I'm saying is that if you have a production team, and instead of you trying not to do everything yourself and you delegating roles to people that specialize in those fields and that skill set specifically, as a recording artist, it frees you up to be more focused on the performance of your records. AKA, if you delegate responsibilities to your production team to what they specialize at, you have more time to make better records. You get to focus on making better records. As an artist, that has to be beneficial. That has to be beneficial, man. You can't do everything by yourself. It's not going to be sustainable too long. All right? So that's number one. Number two, it frees you up as an artist to have more fan engagement during the record making process. So let's say that you are working on an album. If you're trying to do everything yourself, you know, it's a lot to being an independent recording artist. You got the all kind of grounds. A part of that is engaging your fans. And that's going to be, these days in 2023 in modern days, is going to be on social media, whatever platform of social media that may be. If you have a production team that you're delegating responsibilities to, you get to focus on more fan engagement. You get to focus on engaging with your already existing fans and supporters, and then trying to build the fan base and grow more. I mean, as an artist, if you don't want to do that, I don't think you really want to be a recording artist. Not seriously, right? Number three, it keeps you accountable as an artist to a group of people who are unbiased. I'm going to say that again. It keeps you accountable as an artist to a group of people who are unbiased. Meaning, if you have a production team and you guys have work goals, you guys have task lists, you guys have action plans, they're going to keep you accountable because this is your vision. And the worst thing that can happen is for somebody else to be more motivated for your own music and vision than you are. I've seen this happen many, many times. I've been on many teams where this has happened. And it's frustrating where there have been a production team of people specializing at different things, and we're trying to motivate the artist because we're more motivated for the artist than they are for their own vision. That is not cool. That's whack. All right, I'm just going to keep it a band with y'all. I'm going to keep it 100. That's whack. Nobody should be more motivated for your own vision than you, right? Nobody should have more drive for your vision than you. So that's number three. Number four, it brings in different ears and different perspectives on your records. Artists, let me tell you this. I'm a recording artist myself, and I have a team of my own. And I'm going to tell y'all, everything that you do as a recording artist isn't good. Every record you make isn't great. Every record you make isn't good. Some stuff we do is trash. Some stuff we do is mediocre. It is good to have a team of people to be like, yo, that's whack, man. You need to do better, bro or sis, my brother, my sister. Hey, man, we got to do better. This is, we trying to make hit records, man. This ain't it. It's not happening. Not only can they tell you that you can do better, but they can point out specific things and help guide you and help develop you as an artist through those processes to be able to get you to where you need to be, right? So that is a very important perspective. Number five, it lays down the foundation for you as an artist if you blow up nationally or internationally. Let me say that again. It lays down the foundation for you as an artist if you blow up nationally or internationally. I'm going to be real with y'all. You do not want to be an artist that does not know how to work with a team of people. I promise you, if you are going to be an artist that does not know how to work with a team of people and know how to work with a group of people, nobody will like you. Eventually, you will burn all kind of bridges because you have to be able to work with a team and in a team. At the end of the day,
If you get signed to a record label, you're going to be working with a team of people. If you have a manager as an artist, booking managers, road managers, and things like that, publicists, DJs, a band, your dancers, whatever that may consist of for you as an artist, you need to learn how to work with people. If you do not learn how to work with people, you're not going to be that pleasant to be around. Also, you don't want to blow up and then try to put a team together. You know, why? You're going to have trust issues. If you blow up to a superstar as a superstar and you don't have a team of people, most of the time, if you get there, who are you going to trust? Because at that point, everybody's going to want to be attached to you and your brand and your business because you have a big platform, because you're doing numbers, right? It's hard to trust people. So if you have people that come up with you from the ground up, it's a lot easier to have that team in place. Let's look at somebody like Drake and the OVO team. He had his producer, 40. They came up together. They had people around them that came up together. When Drake was recording in the bathroom, 40 was there with him. So they came up together. They had people around them together. They built a team up together. So once they got there at the top level, they had a sustainable blueprint and foundation laid so that they can build upon. And then they took over the world. Drake is one of the biggest recording artists ever. He's one of the biggest rap stars and pop stars that ever exist in the music industry. Right? Let's look at another cat like Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar started from the bottom with people around him. He started from the bottom with Top Dog Entertainment, which is the label that he came up with. His engineer, Mitch By Ali, he started from the bottom. Other label mates like Schoolboy Q and J-Rock. All of these cats, they came up together. Out of Compton in LA. They all came up together. So once they got to the top level, they already had a team and they were able to build on that. But they already had a blueprint. They already had a sound. They already had a cohesiveness. That way they didn't get to the top and then become paranoid because you don't know who to trust. You're already coming up with people that help you get there. So to all of my recording artists, man, hand clap for all my independent recording artists out there. We started up this Board Talk podcast because we really wanted to give a lot of gems. There's a lot of people who give information out on social media, the internet, podcasts, different content platforms and media platforms. And a lot of it is good, but some of it is trash. So we wanted to present the Board Talk podcast to the world for independent recording artists, musicians, music producers, podcasters, different people in the music industry and in the entertainment industry, so that we could provide a platform of accuracy, out of integrity. What we speak of, we want to make sure that we are presenting things that are factual, things that are accurate, and also, most importantly, things that are beneficial. We want to add value to the listeners and to the community that we're trying to build up with this podcast. So I appreciate y'all tuning in to episode number 10. Once again, the name of this episode is The Benefits of a Production Team for Recording Artists. There's more that could be talked about, but like I said, we dropped another episode earlier today, episode 9, which was called Beyond the Recording Session. Please go tune into that. Go tune into the whole entire podcast. There's different things that we cover, like the 6 phases of record production, or 6 stages of record production. Earlier in the podcast, we talked about the art of mixing. We've talked about music producer versus beat maker. We've covered going into like audio production, music production, video production. We've covered one of my favorites, episode 2. It was called Beyond the LLC, where I just dropped business game for people who have LLCs or just starting LLCs. and wanting to get their business going. So this podcast, 10 episodes in, there's been so much wisdom and there's been so much game given to the listeners. And so I just urge y'all to just share this and just keep tuning in with us. All right, man, this is Kyren Monteiro, episode 10. You know I got to bring y'all out with the record again. Let's drop that blessings. I tell them when I started with this
vision, people thought I was a scrub. Now they show me love, you would think I was the plug.
Yeah.
Now I got the keys and I'ma show you what it is. King on this grind, you know I had on my beat. You know I'm getting to these blessings, 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 blessings.
Yes, sir.
Blessings, 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 blessings.
I tell them haters hate, but we okay. We stacking chips, Frito-Lays. Hey, man, Kyren Monteiro, Board Talk, episode number 10, presented by Frequency Canvas, man. Much love and respect to y'all. Tune in. Keep watching. Keep listening. Keep sharing. Keep supporting. All right, man. Y'all be blessed.